Hey everyone, Rich Graham here. Want to talk to you today about camouflage paint and just basically painting your gun or any other object. Two big reasons why you would camouflage something. The first reason is you want to break up the silhouette so it doesn't look like the object it is. Going through the SEAL training, one of the things that they'd always say to us was, nothing looks more like a guy walking across the beach at night than a guy walking across the beach at night, right? In sniper school, you're always taught about ghillie suits and camouflage and all that stuff, and the thing that you're trying to break up is the shape of the person so that people don't see the silhouette of you walking by. Well, the same thing works with a firearm, a helmet, ammo can, whatever it is that you want to paint, hunting equipment, it doesn't matter. You name it, your duck hunting boat, you name it. That's the whole point, is to take all these hard lines and make them disappear and blend into the environment. Second reason why I personally paint my guns is this. When I used to race BMX bikes, when you got that brand new BMX bike, you didn't want anything bad to happen to it. The bike's built to be durable, but because it's pretty shiny and brand new, you don't want to do anything to hurt the bike. So whenever I bought a brand new BMX bike, the first thing I would do is just ghost ride it down the street and let the thing just crash. It gets a bunch of scrapes on it and you're like, ah, when you watch it happen. But now that it's scratched up, you're like, all right, cool. Well, it's already banged up, the ice is broken, now let's ride the thing like it's meant to be ridden. Same thing I found with my firearms. When I paint my guns, I don't feel like, oh my gosh, like you look at this and some people I know right now are thinking like, Rich, who the hell paints an AK-47? It's a good looking gun, wooden buttstock and all that kind of stuff, but you tend to baby things that are pretty. So we're gonna go ahead and make this thing nasty and ugly, camouflaged, but it's not gonna be a pretty looking gun anymore, and it's gonna make me more inclined to use it the way the gun's designed to be used when we get to like a home defense scenario or in the woods scenario where the gun's going to get muddy, beat up, and all that kind of stuff. But when the gun looks like it already blends into the environment, mentally, it's not such a hurdle to get over of, oh my gosh, I'm going to get my gun dirty. All right? So those are the two things that I find most important starting off. And now we'll go over some of the things that you're going to need to paint your gun. First thing, obviously, you're going to need is a gun if you're going to paint a gun. Second thing I like to use, get like a bungee cords to hang the gun, a piece of ear pro. I like to use this to put in the actual tip of the barrel so paint doesn't go down the barrel. You want to go down to your Army Navy store or whatever and just get flat camo paint. I like brown, green, and like a lightish tan. I personally don't use any black unless the place I'm going has black in the environment. I don't use black. That's why we're painting the gun, to get rid of the black. And then painter's tape. You got cami netting. You can use different types of things. I like to use this, but any type of netting will work. And then a ladder. So as far as the gun prep goes, we want to make sure that the gun has most of the oil wiped off of it. I have this magazine in here to block off any paint going up inside the inside of the gun. So what we'll do is we take this ear pro and go ahead and insert it into the barrel like so, real easy. Let that fill out, right? You're gonna tape off with your painter's tape anything that you don't want to get the paint on. So for this example, the sights, we want the sights to stay black. Just like that. Rear sights, and you can get like an X-Acto knife, get in here and really make this perfect. Then another thing, I'm going to put a piece of tape here across the side of the bolt. Again, you just got to make sure you get most of that oil off so it'll stay, the tape will stay. Alright, so this gun, the AK, is pretty simple. Not much to actually tape off here. Just want to make sure you got your sights and you got that barrel plugged. So, there's the prep. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to hang the gun. Apparently my dog wants to be in the video, so you better do something cool. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Over here, climb. Let's go climb. Climb, climb, climb. Keep going. Climb. 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 Good climb. Alright, off. Alright, cool. You're in the video. Sorry. So, what we want to do is take that bungee cord. Good job. Good climb. That was good. Alright. Everyone's impressed. So what we're going to do, take your bungee cord, you can hook it up, the sling mount, you can run it through here, you can hook it up to the end of the barrel. This basically give your gun something to hang from. We want to cover the gun in our netting. So you can wrap the netting around the gun, and you can do it haphazardly. So the net is changing different directions, like so. Right, and then we can twist it, we can do the other side. If you want your gun to be predominantly green, you're going to start with brown. If you want your gun to be brown, you're going to start with green. Alright, so the last coat that we put on will be the predominant color. Two little tips: spray downwind so the paint's not coming back into your face. Second thing is remove your sunglasses before you do this, because you will wreck your glasses. So we're going to take our paint, we're going to spray through here, keep a little bit of a distance. Remember to get all your different angles. If the gun's hanging upside down, then the bottom of the gun, if I'm spraying this way, the bottom's going to stay black. So you got to get all the angles of the gun, right? So you're just going to cover it in the net, you're going to spray through, do a layer across it, and get your layer of brown down. Once you're finished with that coat, let it sit for a few minutes, let the paint dry, and then you're going to remove the netting from the gun. So now we've removed the netting, rehung the gun in a different position, and you can see the brown layer with a little bit of black peeking through. We're going to fix that, and now we're going to go ahead and put the next coat on. So now it's re-wrapped, and there's different angles in the netting. So we want different angles to be coming through there, so it's not a perfect grid, because we don't want it to look like a checkerboard either. Remove the net, let that dry. See the different patterns starting to show up. So again, I've changed the angle of the gun, so now I can go ahead and reapply the net and change the angle of the net. And now I'll apply the layer of green. We bought non-gloss paint, flat paint, but by doing this it gives it a little bit more of a, even more of a gritty texture as the paint dries on its way to the gun. So I can remove the net, and then we can go in and do touch-ups where needed. Once the gun's dry, go ahead, remove the ear pro, remove the tape from the iron sights. So you can see the sights are still black. Do the same thing on the front sight. So here, this is just with one coat of each color, and you can see how the gun has already started to lose the hard lines. You can do more coats than what I did, and you can continue to put more and more paint on it. And the cool part is, with painting your gun this way, if you decide to change environments, you can just repaint the gun, and at any point in time, if the paint gets worn, you can just, again, repaint the gun and put another layer. Quick down and dirty on how to do the paint job. If you guys have any cool techniques or ideas that you come across, there's tons of different things you can do. If you guys have any techniques and ideas you'd like to share, go ahead and just put the comments below, and you guys can start chatting about it, and we can brainstorm some other ideas to keep making these paint jobs better.